not be scared. Get out of your comfort zone. And then when you find that thing that burns a fire inside of you, that's your passion. You go and you pursue that with all your possible strength. What's up, guys? It is 4:30 in the morning. Obviously, it's 4:50 in the morning. Obviously, I got up at 4:30. Did my morning prayer, wrote it down on my journal. Did my journal page. Did my morning push-ups. Posted them up on Instagram. And gave some value on my stories as well. Today, guys, I wanted to talk about something a little bit more specific, which is consistency. And when I say consistency, I'm talking about like actually staying consistent throughout the entire journey, not ever like falling off for a week, falling off for a day or 2 or 3, right? And before I remember, I would create these 90-day plans, and I still got the notebooks there. I would never get to like finish them. I'll scatter. I'll stop for like 2, 3, 4 days a week. Then I'll pick it back up. And then at that point, I'll be like, yeah, but I already fell off for a week. It's not working. I got to figure something else out. And then this morning, while I was writing on my journal, I was like, why was I not able to stay consistent before? Like I never stayed consistent on my 90-day plan. And I was wondering, was it a lack of personal development? Was I not developed enough to be able to stay consistent? Was it my habits? And then I started going through everything. Like, why was I not being able to stay consistent? And I figured that I wasn't able to stay consistent because my plan was way too long. I had over 10 tasks to do on a daily basis, and most of them weren't moving the needle. I would do the easy ones first. I would leave the hardest one for last because I was like, oh, I'll do those later, because I didn't want to do them because they suck so much, instead of removing the easy ones from my task. Just leaving the hard ones and knocking those out. The 2 to 3 hard ones, knocking those out. The building the programs, the getting on the calls, the hard ones that take up the most time, doing those first. And I noticed that for anybody, including myself, to be able to stay to any program, to anything in their life, to the gym, to their business consistent long enough, they need to not only have a plan, like I like to call it the perfect day plan, but they also need to enjoy what they're doing, enjoy the process. A lot of people, I've noticed, a lot of people have like 10, 20, 30, 40 tasks they do on a daily basis, and it's overwhelming them, and they think they're getting somewhere, but they're not, because they're only focused on doing the easiest ones first, just like I was doing, and then they'll leave the last ones for later, and then the life gets in the way. They don't do the last one, so they say they're going to do the next day, and then the next day repeats itself, and then they don't see any progress, so they start feeling like this shit, like it's not working, and then they stop, they lose momentum, and they figure out, they don't know why it's happening, and then they start over, and the process repeats itself. But you will never achieve your goals, you will never achieve the success that you want if you try something, see it's not working, and then believe that the reason it's not working is because you didn't do it long enough. Yes, 100%. You have to do something long enough in order for it to work. But if what you're doing, you're prioritizing stuff that doesn't move the needle, or the things are way too long that you just get overwhelmed and you burn out, then you're never going to stay consistent. So the easiest way that I've noticed for me to stay consistent is just to keep it simple. I have my goals. I have my morning routine. I have the tasks that I do on a daily basis. My morning routine, I keep it simple. Before, my morning routine would be like, wake up at 4 in the morning, go to the gym. Get up at 4 in the morning, eat breakfast, read the Bible, pray, do engagements on social media, on my Instagram, post on my stories, post a reel. This is my morning routine. Go to the gym, drink water, and I forgot the other one. But you see my point? Like, I'm always at 9. I forgot there was a one more because it was a 10-step morning routine. Now my morning routine is wake up early. That's part of my morning routine. I must wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I must do my prayer. Oh, the last one was read 10 pages out of the 10. I'm trying to do all this in the morning before I go to work. No wonder I couldn't stay consistent. No wonder I always ended up failing. Now my morning routine is simple. Get up at 4:30 in the morning. Do a prayer and write it down on my journal. That way I stay consistent with my prayer, because sometimes I would have forgot. Now I feel like I won't forget, but I don't want to take the chances. I want to write it down on my journal. I want to make that a habit. Third, do my morning push-ups. Post them on Instagram on my stories with something valuable. Give some type of value on my stories when I post them. And fourth, do my journal while listening to my personal development. That's it. And I do that consistently. And I finish it so quick. I feel amazing. I'm like hyped. I can't wait for the next day. At night, when I write my tasks and my daily goals and my morning routine down, I can't wait for the next morning because it's so easy. I finish it right away. I woke up at 4:30. I came outside. It was like 4:50. I was already done with my morning routine. If you want to stay consistent, you got to keep it as simple as possible, just like a habit. If you want a habit to happen over and over, if you want to develop a good habit, you got to make that habit easy to do. You can't make the habit hard to do because then you'll avoid the habit completely. Then the other thing was the tasks that I'll do on a daily basis. Again, a whole bunch of tasks that I would never stay consistent on. Now, my tasks are simple. I work on developing the programs for you guys. Develop the programs for you guys. I go to the gym, which is not necessarily part of my task because I go to the gym regardless. That's like non-negotiable for me. It's like I don't even count it. It's like second nature. But what I do count is doing my cardio in the morning, because cardio, I be hating to do cardio. So now my task is I do cardio in the morning. I work out in the afternoon. I know I'm not going to skip a workout. So the cardio is on my task and I do it in the morning. The other task that I have is to develop this system that I'm building for you guys that you guys could follow, where it's you'll develop your personal development, where you'll work on your habits and you'll understand how a habit works, where your fitness programs would be and your nutrition stuff would be at as well, all into one system, one program. But I'm trying to develop it and make it as best as possible because I want to make it as easy to understand as possible, but at the same time as clear and valuable as it could possibly be. Because if it's clear, you'll understand it. If it's easy, you'll do it and you'll sustain it for a long time. And if it's valuable, it'll be worth it for me, and I'll feel good giving it to you guys because I know that it works. And basically what I'm taking is the same steps that I've been walking through for the past year, and I'm putting them all into this system, into this program. That way it's all in one structure that I could use myself on a daily basis and keep track of all my results and all my stuff on there, but that I could give you guys, and you guys could also use it and be able to keep track of everything, learn and master your habits, learn and master your personal development, learn and master your fitness, and learn and master your nutrition, where your meal plans would be your recipes that are cheap recipes, where like they're high in protein, low in carbs, low in calories, they're filling, but it'll be like the hack meals, like the pizza, but like it'll be like a healthy pizza, things like that, things that you guys could enjoy. That way you guys don't feel like you're eating chicken and rice, chicken and beef, chicken and broccoli all the time, which everybody always jacks, oh, chicken and broccoli and rice, but like I eat meals that I enjoy no matter what it is. As long as they hit my macros and they're healthy and they're whole foods, I eat them. And I'm the type of person that sticks with a meal for like a long time. Like before, I was eating rice or sweet potato, salmon, and broccoli. And I did that for like a month. And I don't get tired of it. It's something I enjoy. The meals, you have to enjoy it, or you have to enjoy the meals, or you're not gonna be able to sustain the diet. Right now, I'm eating rice, white rice, ground beef 93.7, and chicken breast. And obviously, I gotta add a vegetable to that. But I've been eating that for this is gonna be the 3rd week, and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. So, if you're a guy and you're trying to make your fucking plate be as beautiful as possible and as aesthetic as possible, my rice, my like, make it look like it's a 5-star meal, bro. Like, do you want to get results, or you want to make your plate pretty? As long as it tastes good, just eat the fucking food. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, guys, I'm trying to build this as easy to understand, because it's easy, you guys will be able to follow along with it. And I know I've seen a lot, I've paid for some courses and they overcomplicate everything, bro. Guys, this is a topic for another day, but I've bought Eamon Ghazi's course, thinking I was gonna build an agency, and I failed miserably. I've started some businesses that have failed miserably. I was gonna start a jewelry business, was not into that, failed. I paid for Eamon Ghazi's course. I was gonna start an agency. I had no interest in an agency. Like, I could have cared less about an agency. I was just looking for something to do online and make some money. So that obviously failed because I didn't have the passion for it. I did door-to-door sales for solar. That failed. I did wanted to grow a MLM, multi-level marketing. Sorry guys, the video cut off. I barely have enough storage, but basically, yeah, I paid for all these courses and I never stayed consistent with it because I didn't have a passion for it. But it's good because I learned throughout the process, and I was able to find out what I really wanted to do and what I was really passionate about. And the other day I said fitness wasn't really my passion, or if not, I'll become a bodybuilder. But no, that's wrong. Fitness, I love fitness. Fitness is my passion. I just love helping other people develop their journey and their mindset and their physique more, if that makes any sense. Because you could be in shape, you could be the best shape of your life, but if you're an idiot, you're just like extremely unattractive when it comes to like the world and how people view you. And guys, yeah, but like I did all this stuff and I was able to determine what my passion really was. And what I'm trying to get at with that is that if you guys failed, it doesn't mean that you guys 100% failed. It just means that you guys found so many other ways that did not work. All right. So you got to keep trying and keep trying. Everybody will always say, find your passion, find your passion. I'm like, how do you even do that? Like, I don't know. Well, you have to, is by try and error. You got to not be afraid of trying new things. You have to try the new things, right? You have to go out there and figure out other things, not be scared, get out of your comfort zone. And then when you find that thing that burns a fire inside of you, that's your passion. You go and you pursue that with your with all your possible strength. All right, that's how you find your passion, through trial and error. You did not fail, you only found other ways that did not work. All right, guys, please crush it, please kill it, please subscribe if you guys found any value, please leave a comment, a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.